Okay, hello everybody and welcome to my tutorial on how to curl somebody's hair with a flat iron. To start, I'm going to tell you some Aveda products that I would use if I had access to them, but right now I'm at home so I don't. The products I'd use is I would use one is heat relief, and what it does is it protects the hair from breakage from putting heat on her hair. Another one I would use would be probably the Be Curly hairspray because it's going to help enhance her curl and make sure it stays. And those are the two main ones I'd use. Other ones you can use would be like a Be Curly curl enhancer, or really anything in the Be Curly line, or yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'd use, is the Be Curly line. And so to start doing this hairstyle, I like to do the bottom third first. And so I just section out this hair, probably from about mid-ear all the way around. And your line can be as neat or as sloppy as you want, depending on what kind of look you're going for. If you want to be a bit more blended, you could just like take your comb and kind of make squiggles as you're going through. If you just want curls and you don't really care, you can just take a blunt line. Either way is good. Either way looks great. And we're just going to pin the rest of her hair back. Actually, we're going to pin it up a bit and just get it out of our way. And then to start, you're just going to take about an inch subsection here. That's what it looks like. It's not very much because if you pull too much hair in, then it starts doing kind of funky things at her new growth. And you're just going to take your flat iron, grab some of the hair and twist it. And then the slower you move the hair or the iron through the hair is going to determine how tight your curls are. And you can kind of wrap it around, and there's our first curl. And you kind of keep doing this, and you can alternate it the way the curl moves. It's like whether or not it twists like towards the face or away from the face, depends on which way you're taking your flat iron. So if I take it in and go like this, and I want to curl to my left, it's going to pull it away from her face on this side. And you can just keep going around. You're just going to alternate it, because that's going to it's going to make it look a bit more natural than if you just put all the curls going the same way. And just kind of twirl it around your finger at the end to kind of define the curl. Okay, and then once you have all the hair on the bottom curled, you're gonna take down the hair at the top and do about another third. You could go from about the recession line, which is usually right about here. It's where your hair kind of starts going back a little bit at the hairline. So we're just gonna take from right about there, pull that hair down, go around, pull that hair down. And we just kind of comb through the top hair just to make sure it stays tangle free. And we're basically going to do the same thing. And so almost always a lot of guests or people whose hair you curl want the hair at the front of their face to curl away from their face. And so I'll show you that real quick. So I'm going to come in with my flat iron flat like this, and I'm going to curl it towards me, away from their face, and pull it through slowly because I want tight curls. And voila. kind of hard to see. And you just keep going around. So this time I'm gonna go towards her face. So I'm gonna curl it away from me and go down. Take a new chunk of hair. I'm gonna take her hair, come in at the new growth, curl the hair towards me, just gently pull that through, and just kind of help it form the curl at the end by just twisting it. Too much hair there. I'll just pull it out. See, on this one I did a bit too thick, and so her curl didn't come out as well defined. It's like harder for the flat iron to get to all the hair it needs to curl if it's too thick. And so that's why, like, when in doubt, probably keep your subsections a bit on the smaller side. And you also want to make sure that as you're doing this, that the hair is actually hitting the hot plate. That's what's going to give you the heat to make your curl. And so you just want to make sure it's staying there so that it is actually doing something. And then again, once you get to the opposite hairline, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to curl it away from the face, except on this side it's going to be opposite. But basically, you're just going to take the hair on the flat iron and twist the hair, or twist the flat iron towards you. Get this in here. And then just twist the hair through the flat iron. Boom. And that's the second layer done. And then we're just gonna take the rest of her hair on top. Once you get to this point, you can kind of part it wherever you want. I'm gonna part her hair in the middle. And I just kind of let it go on either side. And she has these face frames that I'm just gonna leave out because I wanna do those last. So I'm just gonna take them. I'm gonna clip them away just so I can get them out of my way while I'm curling the rest of her hair. And she just kind of has to deal with it being in her face. So I'm gonna take That's part of her face. I'm gonna take this hair up here. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna curl, because this is basically the first part of her hair on this side. We're gonna curl it away from her face. And so we're gonna curl, we're gonna take the curling iron and twist it towards us, and then just pull her hair through. And we're gonna do opposite. Oh, it didn't curl as nicely. If you feel like you don't get enough of a curl, you can just come back in, do it again. Just kind of fix it. And you just move around the head and just keep rotating the pattern you're doing. You can do 2 in a row and then 2 another in a row. It just kind of depends on what curl pattern and effect you're going for. And then with her last curl on this side, we want it away from her face. So I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna curl the flat iron towards me. So then we have all of her regular hair done. And kind of you turn towards the camera. And so then this is where I'm gonna do her face frames, just because I want it to be more around her face. I didn't want to get stuck in with her other curls. So just kind of separate it back out. And I think I'm gonna do hers in 2 just because she's got a lot of face frames here. And I'm gonna do them, probably I'm gonna do this one towards her face and then do this one away from her face. I just get this very pretty curl around her face that you might be able to see. Okay, I'm just gonna come over to her other side and we're gonna do the same thing. We'll split her hair into two. Just get these very pretty spirally curls, but they're looser. And then if you want to create a beach wave, you just kind of run your fingers through it to get the curls to loosen up a little bit. And then I would let it sit and cool for a little bit, that way the curl will stay a little longer. And then I just go through, spray it down with hairspray, take your hair up in sections, spray the bottom layer, take your hair up in the second layer, spray the second layer, and spray it all down to make sure that her hair is going to stay the way that I want it to. But so then, got the finished product with me making little beachy waves in her hair. So that's how you curl hair with a flat iron. I like it better because I feel like I have more control and I'm not going to burn my finger. And for me, it's just easier. So I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something. Have a great day.